to the Mindbender Mental Performance Podcast.
JBC, Jordan Breakfast Club, take mornings personal. That's what we do around here. Today we're breaking down episode 139, pillar number 9 of the 10 pillars of mental performance mastery system created by my dear friend, the great Ichabod Kane. Today, leadership is pillar number 9. Leadership, or bringing out the best in yourself and your team. Welcome back to the Mindbender Mental Performance Podcast, the only podcast that former Licey baseball great Enrique Byrones says makes players fuerza en la cabeza. El lugar es aquí, el momento es ahora. Wherever you are, the place is here, and the time is now. As you know, we're taking it from the clouds to the dirt, one episode at a time. It's about showing up, being present, and knocking down those mental and oftentimes emotional barriers that get in the way of consistent, confident, and controllable performance outcomes. Leadership. Let's get one thing straight. Leadership isn't about a title or being the loudest in the room. True leadership is not a position. It's a process. It's about action, example, and creating an environment where everyone can step up. The best leaders aren't just focused on their own game. They're bringing out the best in their team and teammates. They're guiding by example, pushing others to grow, and holding themselves to the highest standard. If you want to be elite, and if you're here, you do, you've got to understand leadership. Let's talk about the skill of leadership. Leadership is a skill. It's a skill set, just like anybody else. And like any other skill, it can be learned, trained, and improved upon. Leadership is about influence. It's about positional, persuasive influence. It's the ability to inspire and motivate and elevate others. It's about setting the standard, not just for yourself, of course, but for the entire team and your teammates. When you're a leader, you're not only responsible for your performance, but also for how you help others perform. Leadership means having your teammates back when their backs are up against the wall, putting the team first, a we over me mentality, and showing up consistently, no matter how you feel, even on tough days, because tough times don't last, tough people do. Let's talk about the myths and mistakes of leadership. One big myth about leadership is that it's only for captains or the people in charge. Wrong. Leadership happens at every level. Another mistake, thinking you've got to be perfect to lead. I talk a lot of players about 3 types of players: the prayer, the perfect, and the primal player. Just be present. Perfection is a myth. Real leaders aren't afraid to show vulnerability or admit mistakes, right? True strength is in your gentleness. The biggest mistake I see is waiting for someone else to lead. True leaders don't wait. They step up, no matter the circumstance. And the best players and teams, those are player-led, not coach-fed. How about start, stop, continue behaviors? A powerful process in leadership. The drill is simple but powerful. Sit down and ask yourself, what do you need to start, stop, and continue doing to be a better leader? What behaviors or actions should you begin to help elevate those around you? Maybe it's speaking up more, giving positive feedback, or leading by example in practice where the action is, because the separation's in the preparation. Maybe stop. What's holding you back? Maybe it's negative self-talk. Maybe it's bad body language, complaining. Maybe it's getting defensive or slacking on the small details. Like we always say, it's the choice of 2 easies: easy to do or easy not to do. Don't neglect. Neglect is the infection that becomes a disease. So identify it and cut it out. What do you need to continue doing in the start, stop, continue? What are you already doing well? Recognize these actions and make a commitment to keep them going. This drill helps you build self-awareness. Identify the areas for growth and reinforce the habits that make you a better leader. Let's talk about the 6 C's of leadership. The 6 C's are the foundation of a strong leader. Here's what they stand for. Number 1, character. Your integrity and honesty. Leaders don't just talk, they live it. Don't talk about it, be about it. And if you do talk about it and you're not being about it, then it's, I can't hear what you're saying because I'm too busy watching what you're doing. How about commitment? Being all in or in the way, even when it's tough. Leaders are the ones who don't quit on bad days. And winners lose more than losers lose. So NDCQ, not dead, can't quit. Number 3, courage. Having the guts to make tough decisions, stand up for what's right, and admit mistakes. True leaders are brave, bold, plain and simple. Number 4, consistency. As we all know, if you're here, consistency is a superpower. Showing up every day with the same energy, the same drive. It's what your teammates can count on. Number 5, communication. Clear, honest, and constructive comms. Leaders know how to communicate, whether it's a pat on the back or a kick in the ass, whether it's dropping the hammer or a gentle nudge in the right direction. And number 6, confidence. Confidence in yourself, confidence in your team. It's believing in the mission, believing in the vision, believing in the principles, believing in the above and below the line behaviors, and then making sure everything we do aligns with it. Each of the C's builds a foundation of trust and respect that allows others to follow. Then you got the personal MVP process. Every leader needs to know their mission, vision, and principles. Here's how we break it down. Your mission. Why are you here? What's your purpose as a leader? Get clear, get clarity on why you're stepping up. Vision. Where are you leading? Picture what success looks like, not just for you, but for the team. When you're clear on the vision, others will rally around it. Principles. These are non-negotiable, the values you won't compromise on. Define them and live by them every single day. Having a personal MVP gives you direction and keeps you grounded when things get tough. Your personal mindset or identity statement. This is something I use quite frequently when I need to break it out, when I feel like, man, I need a reminder on who I need to be today. I'll do a little identity statement, a little personal mindset statement. Remember, mindset is just your perspective on how you see yourself and the world around you. This is where you create a mindset statement that sums up your approach to leadership. It's your personal mantra. The statement should reflect how you want to show up for yourself and your team. Maybe it's something like, I lead by example with grit and integrity, or gritty beats pretty, toughness beats talent, or I lift others up by staying disciplined and focused. Whatever it is, make it personal, make it real, and then commit and take action. The mindset statement is not just words. It's your compass. It's your North Star. It's your guide. When you're struggling, remember the statement and bring yourself back to center. So here's the bottom line in our breakdown of the 10 pillars of the mental performance mastery system created by the great Ichabod Kaner. Leadership in baseball isn't about barking orders or playing the tough guy, right? You can lead without being a dick, and you can, be kind without being weak. So it's about showing up every damn day with purpose, with clarity, with love, and the grit to do what's right, even when it's hard. Whether you're a coach trying to inspire players or a player trying to rally the team, remember that leadership starts with leading yourself first. Know your mission, know your vision, know your principles, live them out, be the example, embrace tough conversation with love and respect, stay neutral when the pressure's on, and never forget it's not about you. It's about the people you're serving. So make decisions not in your best interest, but in the best interest of the situation. If you take one thing away from this, let this be this. Great leaders lift others up. They inspire through action, not just words. And yes, sometimes they drop a well-timed, let's fucking go, right? Like Skipper Burnsy, if you've ever played for the great Enrique Byrones, the former Licey Tigres baseball great, you know that's coming. So until next time, remember, if you are thinking about leading, then make sure that you're dialing it in and getting it right. Because it ain't about the spotlight. It's about showing up and lifting others up, setting the standard every single day. I hope everybody had an incredible Thanksgiving. Of course, there's so many blessings to be grateful for. And even on your worst day, remember that somebody would trade their left arm for what you got. So just make sure you understand that. Until next time, remember, if you want to be a disciplined, committed, and prepared ball player in the future, you've got to start that shit today. Next time, we're talking about culture. Leadership creates culture, but culture is about everyone on the team buying into a shared vision, shared values, and commitment to something bigger than themselves. So we're going to talk about building a winning culture next time and how you can be a part of it. And shout out to the great Owls 10U baseball squad. I had a breakdown with the coaching staff there today, and it was fantastic. It was good to see those guys and help, talk about how to plant trees of which the shade we will never sit under in youth baseball and have an impact that goes far beyond the X's and O's, but more is about the Jimmys and the Joes. Para mis jugadores latinos, más línea, más vida. Hasta la próxima, recuerda. Si quieres ser un jugador disciplinado, comprometido y preparado en el futuro, empiezas esa mierda hoy. Se necesita lo que se necesita y lo mejor está por venir. Catch you next time on the Mindbender Mental Performance Podcast. And leadership, again, is not about the spotlight. It's about showing up and lifting others up. I got to run, got a Friendsgiving to go to, along with some other family and friends. So again, enjoy the, if you're still going out and carrying Thanksgiving Day forward and having some turkey leftovers and getting into it, enjoy the faith, the fellowship, the family, the friends, the full sense in the imbibing of amazing aperitifs and digestifs and salted meats.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.